to share with you before I turn in for the night. Bear with me. This is new, stretching me. I don't like being in front of a camera or a video camera or anything. But God is challenging me to get out of my comfort zone. And He wants to use me for His will and His work. So here we go. My tribe girls, y'all are going to be so proud of me. But I just wanted to share about today. I met with a group of friends. We had lunch and we just encouraged each other, challenged each other, shared vision of what we see God doing in our lives. And it was just a great time of fellowship. But we ended the lunch with prayer, and they prayed over me and for me for a situation that's going on in my life, an attack, a battle that I've been dealing with that's not justified, that's been difficult for me to remain in the right mindset, which is Jesus. And so by the end of the day, God moved mightily. He showed Himself just for who He is in the situation. He can handle anything. He can move when it doesn't even make sense to the world. I had someone call me that's involved in the situation that didn't even realize. They said, wow, did you see the change? And I just kind of giggled and thought, yeah, I did, and I know what it was, and it was God. So just want to encourage you to pray, seek the Lord for comfort, for answers, for strength, for whatever you need and whatever you're walking through. And just make sure you surround yourself with godly people that will hold you accountable for your actions and love on you when you need it. Then tonight I went to Victory Fellowship Church for their power conference. Get there if you weren't there. Tomorrow night it's at 7. It's on Highway 319 in Thomasville, across from the bread wagon. No charge for that public service announcement, Jamie. But anyway, had a great time. It was amazing to see God move. And the speaker challenged us to get together in groups at one point and just to ask the Lord to give us something significant, a significant detail for somebody else's life, be it a scripture or a date or a metaphor. And so as we got together in a group, I was sending a text out to a friend that I believe received a word even though she wasn't there. So that's great, and I was using that as an excuse to indirectly back out of the pressure of the group of having a word. But I did ask the Lord. I said, God, just, give me something. And then a date popped in my head, and it popped up 2 or 3 times. But I dismissed it because it's a significant date for me. It's my anniversary, and so I thought that's just me. So later on that night, because God is so amazing and good and faithful, I was in a conversation with someone, and they began sharing that they needed prayer in some areas. And then they said this thing. They said, there's a date, and it's this date, and that's when it was revealed to me, the attack. And that date, hello, what do you think it was the date that the Lord gave me. And while I felt a release, I felt such a disappointment in myself. And I thought, wow, God gave me that and I was disobedient. But immediately the Lord said, focus on the good. And so I focused on the moment, and He gave me an opportunity to be obedient. He gave me a second chance because He loves us that much that He will do things for you and love on you in so many different ways. So I ended up being able to share with the gentleman that God had given me that date, and I apologized and said, I'm so sorry I wasn't obedient the first time, but the Lord gave me that date. And so we're able to share and just talk about some things. And the end of the story is God is just great and amazing and good. And He loves you. He loves me. He loves all of us. And He'll redeem things that we screw up. And He makes things right. So I just encourage you tonight to step out of your comfort zone and to just pursue God in a way and at a level that you've never been at before. You guys be blessed. Tomorrow night, Victory Fellowship, 7 o'clock. Highway 319, Thomasville, across from the bread wagon. Be there.